life, you realize that there is a purpose for every person that you meet. Never regret knowing someone. Good people will give you happiness. Bad people will give you lessons. And the best people will give you memories. God doesn't bring the people in our lives that we want, but the people that we need. Some people are there to test us. Some people will use us. Some will teach us. And some will bring the best out of us. Trust in God and appreciate everyone He brings into your life, because God is profoundly intentional. What might look spontaneous are actions flowing out of His vision, passion, and purpose for our lives. He begins with the end in mind, ensuring that He does everything with so much meaning and so much value. There are no afterthoughts with God. There are only forethoughts. And I understand that we may not always understand that. And some of you are probably thinking, well, how could God put someone in my life that was going to hurt me? At the end of the day, the choice was still ours. We still have to choose wisely, and we still have to operate in discernment and really learn to tap into the Holy Spirit when it comes to having certain people be in our lives or bringing certain people into our lives. So with God being so intentional, it's amazing to me how even in our mistakes, things that are self-inflicted, He will step in and say, you know what, it's okay. I knew you were going to go down that path. I knew you were going to make a mistake, or I knew that person would do that to you. But I'm still God. I'm still sovereign, and I'm still in control of your life. And I designed it so that mistake would create character in you. It would build you up. It would make you stronger, and it ultimately would bring you closer to me. So think about what the Word tells us when it comes to that. Romans 8:28 tells us that God causes everything to work together for the good of those that love Him and are called according to His purpose. With that in mind, don't have any regrets about anyone that God has allowed to be in your life that has caused you any pain or any type of bad thing that may have taken place. Sometimes we're walking around with unforgiveness and we're harboring emotions that we shouldn't be, and we really should just leave that stuff at God's feet, because He is so intentional, and He knows exactly what He's doing, and He knew that that person would do that to you, and He knew what it would bring out of you. So allow for those heartaches that we have and those heartbeats that we have to really, really help you to appreciate how it has drawn you closer to your purpose. And tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate them for everything that they've done in your lives. Maybe not physically, but in your heart. Know that God is so intentional, and anything that He places in our lives, it's always there for a purpose. He always has a plan in mind, way before we could even think about it. And if you're anything like me, you'll come back on it and you'll say, wow, God, I see why you did that. I see why you allowed for that to happen. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If this has blessed you in any way, please like, comment, share this video with those who you feel will benefit from it. Again, thank you, and have a wonderful, blessed day.